You can fit a front loader to it, and it's a big, chunky tractor that you don't have to put weights on it very often to pick things up with it. In the past, I've used it as a forestry tractor because it can pick up some of the biggest logs and just not fazed by them at all. But at 260 horsepower, oh, come on, little tractor. This job would be blindingly easy. I'll keep the others. I think I'm going to predominantly use this spreader for lime. One, because I have a sneaking suspicion it might be broken. And two, it has the capacity to do lots of fields. And then our little spreader we can use for solid fertilizer. While it can be used for lime, probably not going to do that too often. And also, we will probably look at liquid spraying sometime in our future. Maybe even a self-propelled one, because I don't usually go for self-propelled sprayers. Might be nice to have one around. Although again, they're expensive, so probably wait until one comes up on store sales. And the advantage with things like that, or a manure spreader or a slurry spreader and things, is you're really only using them occasionally, and it would let us concentrate more on having new tractors. So that Valtra T is a brand new vehicle, 0 hours, 0 months. Cost a fortune to buy, but we made that money and more from the silage contracts we did this month. And if I limit it to only doing mowing and rowing, and occasionally some very light other tasks, it's not going to cost us unduly in maintenance, and it will last us a very, very long time, much longer than the queue did. I mean, we haven't even got through a year and the queue's already, I mean, it costs us 4,000 to 5,000 to maintain, depending on how quick and how efficiently I hit the 70%, oh, I need to service it trigger. This bit's a little bit flatter, so we don't slow down quite as much. And we should be close to you're done. 98%. Ooh. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Done. There we go. Turn that off. So I'm heading back to the farm. I've used 1,500 litres of lime in this field. Was the entrance over here? Hope so. Oh! And abort. So I am gathering from Obsidian Ant's recent YouTube videos, he is looking for a new sci-fi game because he's not quite so happy with Elite Dangerous anymore, which is sad. It's a good game, but I must admit, I kind of got burnt out fairly quickly on that, or fairly early on that. And I didn't, the problem with games like Elite Dangerous or a lot of the MMO, well, any MMO, is it tends to work better if you have friends. Now, while you can play Farming Simulator with your friends, you don't have to have friends to play it. With things like Elite Dangerous, Star Trek Online, EverQuest Online, all of those sorts of things, it helps to have friends because there is an essence of working together when it comes to... Where am I going? That is a good question. I missed my turn. I should have gone straight across when I joined this route. And that was the thing, Mrs. Osa and I have played Star Wars Galaxies, we've played EverQuest 2, we've played a bunch of other online games, and quite frankly, I did hit up one of the Star Wars Galaxies emulators, and it wasn't the same, playing on your own. And none of my old group of friends plays any of the emulators. Oh, goodness me, come on. So it's quite tough because you don't have an instant group. You can say, hey, I've got a quest to do. Can anyone come and help me kill off a bunch of dwarf nooners? Or, hey, I've got to go to such and such a planet and kill off a load of things, or I just need to go out and kill some stuff, who wants to come with me, type of thing. And without the group, it's not there. Also, your equipment is subpar. It's basic game equipment, and you can only specialise in one crafting profession a lot of the time. I can either build myself good weapons and have base game armor, or I can build myself good armor and stick with base game weapons. So there's all of that sort of thing going on, and once your group moves on to playing a different game, and I really don't know what game my group is now playing these days. I could go out there and like that field. I'm not going to. Not gonna. I'm just going to take this home. Those games don't have a lot of depth. With Elite Dangerous, I killed pirates for a while. Did some trading, did some asteroid mining and that sort of thing. Made a ton of money, bought myself an explorer ship, and then spent 6 months going out into the black and just scanning systems that nobody will ever visit. So my name is on a lot of planets out there that, maybe in another 20 years someone will find one of them. I went to, I just picked a direction and went and just scanned everything. And it was quite kind of fun, but that was before they brought in the engineers, is it? And I think the issue I had with the engineers is now it turned the game from a, hey, let's go explore the world and do some things, to I have to grind finding special stuff. And quite frankly, it just took so long to get it all done. I got bored too quick. But in order to be competitive, you need that stuff. So, and that's the thing. I think with a lot of MMOs is there is progression, and you want to progress. You want to get the better ship, better equipment, all the rest of it. But in order to become competitive, I need that stuff. And so now you're forcing me to go out and spend time doing really boring stuff. And when it started, I think Elite Dangerous was a sandbox game. You could participate in the what was it? You could participate in the story. You could rescue people from burning space stations or whatever and get paid extra money because it was an emergency and people needed to be evacuated. And it would, it was interesting, but it wasn't something, I feel obliged to do because it was a pure sandbox. I could do whatever I want. I could go anywhere I want. And there was no pressure. And all of a sudden you turn it into a game where, there's pressure. Farming Simulator, there's no pressure. I can own the map if I want to or not. I can do the contracts or not. The only driving force I generally have with Farming Simulator is I've got these fields, I need to put stuff in them so we can make money, because that's how the game basically works. You buy some fields, you plant some stuff, you put the stuff in the fields, you make money. You buy bigger tractors. But you're not forced to do it. I'm not forced to buy the field that's directly in front of us. I want to. It's just a little bit expensive at the moment, so I'm not going to do it right now. 1 and 0. Continue. So, yeah, I mean, I have plans, but my plans are fluid. It's not like, I've got to go and harvest 3,000 tons of iron so I can assemble a widget, because I need that to make a gun with, and just... not something that drives me. And kind of the same with things like City Skylines. So there's no end goal. I'm not being forced. You've got to get to a 10,000 population in 3 months. No, I don't. I can do it as and when I want to. So yeah, we'll see how things go. And it's why I like things like City Skylines, or what's the other one I've got? Transport Fever 2, I think, was the last transport game I bought. And again, that's, here's a map, there's some cities, connect them together, you need to make money, so the only driving force is don't build something that's going to lose you a ton of money. Build something that is going to cost you money, but it's going to lead to a greater income. So right here, I mean, you look at where are we at now? Contracts, money. I owe 160,000, 166, 167,000 pounds. I'm paying it off at 5,000 per month. And our current balance is 55,000. I don't have enough to pay them, but that 55,000 is operating capital. It'll pay the loan for the next month. So, do we want to go to yes? But it sort of, and I have done the stupid where I borrowed £10 million, bought the best equipment, didn't have more than 3 fields, and then figured, oh, I've got to wait until September to sell my harvest, and that's not even covered the loan payments. We have great demands. Exports and biomass heating plant. Biomass heating plant is going to be straw or hay or something like that. Biomass heating plant. Wood chips. Not that. Whole crop silage. Not that. Not that. Straw. Not that. Extraction. Not that. What else do you sell at the biomass heating plant? Liquid fertilizer, manure, slurry, digestate, maize silage, not that, CCM, no, nope, hay pellets, grass silage, no. Oh, we'll be able to have real carrots soon. That's fresh. Honestly, I am not sure what you sell. Oh, we've got goat milk. Where did that come from? Hey, that's good stuff. How do I get goats? How do we get goats? Okay, I do not have any animal barns. That's... Oh, construction. Yes. Animals. Cows, horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, bees, others. Dog. Okay. I can sell goat milk, I just can't make goats. Here's what it is. That's 150,000. I could buy 2,000 sheep. Chicken pasture, chicken shed, piggies, pigs in pasture. Okay, anyway, so don't know where the goats are. I don't have any goats. Don't have access to goats. Don't need that. What's for sale? Oh, that's nearly gone. So, what was the last thing we had? The Capello Spartan. That is a... What on earth is that? It's a thing with a thing on it. Well, it is what it is. I don't need one. Oh, it's a timber trailer, auger wagon. Okay. There's... Oh, that with tracks on. Still 300 horsepower. That's a horse aggravation 300 horsepower. Cedar of 12 meter width. That's actually kind of a good thing. 92,000 though. And there we go, like I was saying earlier, there's another one of those. Different age, different hours. There's a water... Nope, that's a silage Slurry tank even. Wrapper. Do I have one of that? I don't have one of those. I have something similar. There's an M7. Little bit shy on horses. One of those. Tiny plough. Volvo US truck and a timber truck. Well, that's all very nice and wonderful. Let's go get in our little zippy vehicle and go visit our places. Okay, so this field is definitely looking like it's ready to cut. pH is good, nitrogen is good, expected yield 99%, yield potential 100, ready to cut. Okay, good stuff. So again, this field should be ready to cut as well, so I'm not even going to bother getting out and looking at it. And we want to check the other two fields down here. The maize all got planted at the same time, so I just need to look at one of them, see how well they're getting on. If that's ready to forage, we might think about doing that too. We'll also take a look at what contracts are out there. But first things first, we have grass growing here. So, crop type grass growing, growth stage 2 of 3, pH is okay, nitrogen is okay. Could throw nitrogen into this one. That might be the first thing I do. So I might be able to forage the corn. Do a quick check on that. It's all looking very nice. It is growth stage 5 of 6 forage. Okay. So we got grass, we got corn. Need to spread some fertilizer, which we could probably do now. Because fertilizing that field ain't going to take us long. Leave fertilizer spreaders in the first boat. First things first, we'll park this up. And I want to check did I check already what's on sale? I think I did. Yes, we already checked that. What I didn't do was check the contracts. Still one baling contract. There is a cultivating contract. And there's a few harvesting contracts. Cultivating contract. That's over at field 38, which is the field we just put lime on. So with this 5,000 income, that could be kind of useful. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Well, yes. I mean, we're not, as I said, we've got the entire month to do all our stuff. So I think my plan here will send the class with the cultivator out to do that contract. That's full. Because the only thing that's going to cost me is worker fees, travelling and doing the work. But I do need the class back before we start doing anything else. Well, you know what? I don't need the class back. I could send the Valtra out to start mowing our 2 grass fields. And when the class gets back, we could actually start foraging one of the maize fields. That's a plan. See how that goes. Okay, you need to go. Well, first things first.